where I come from, I usually just walk into a place and go, "Fuck's sake!" And everyone's like, "Whoa, hey man, are you alright? Are you okay, man?" Everyone here, like when I first came to Germany and I was talking, I was swearing, everyone thought I was like dead, like angry or aggressive. I was like, man, I don't swear because I'm angry or aggressive, I just swear because I've got a really limited vocabulary. Like, you're forgetting I come from a place where, here, you bastard, means, how you doing, man? Nice to see you, man, nice to see you. Being from Scotland, usually no one understands anything I say, most of the time. Which has its difficulties. To be honest, the best example of this is when we travelled to Belgium to do some comedy there, right? And it was a great time. We're in this car. It was me, Salamone, Sean, Drew Portnoy and Summerbanks, right? 4 Americans and a Scottish guy in this Volvo estate heading up to Brussels, right? And we got lost, and I turned around and said, "Oh, did we take a wrong turn?" And that's literally the worst thing to say in that situation, man. When you're lost and you have some asshole in the back going, "No, I think we took a wrong turn." Yeah, no shit, dick. But the point is, and Sean's going to hate me for telling this story, right? But I'm sitting in the back and I said, "Yeah, I think we took a wrong turn," and he was like, "What? What did you say?" I was like a wrong turn. Maybe we took a wrong turn. What the fuck, dude? And I was like, and we were sitting there for ages. I was trying to explain to him what the fuck I was saying, and I actually had to turn around and go, "I turned, dude." And I think the thing for him, right, was that he was more ashamed of the fact that I had to use the most stereotypical American accent in order to get this across. Because he understands everything I say, man, and he's got a really good fucking Scottish accent. You should try and get him to do it later on, right? He does a good impression, right? But the thing is, man, like, most people, like, most nations have no idea, most nations know what the fuck I'm talking about, except America, right? And, like, for some reason, they just find it really difficult to understand what I'm saying. And poor Americans, I love them, man, they're great. But, well, I mean, I love the ones that are here. So, I mean, all the Americans I know are fucking cool, you know, but, like, when you come across an American as a Scottish person for the first time, they're always like, "Wow, you're Scottish? Yeah. Say something!" You're kind of like, and like, I don't know if you've ever been beckoned by that question, you know, but like, you can't think of anything to say. You're just like, like, it's like when you sit in front of Google and you want to search something, but you don't know what you want to search. You've got the whole world of information at your fingertips, the whole world, and you sit there for 5 minutes going, "What, man, I mean, I could find out how big the plains of Africa are. I could find out how many trees are in the taiga forest in Russia." And then it's like, big busted housewives having sex on the porch. You can't really say that for someone who asks you to say something, you know. But the thing is, when like an American, because God love them, man, they're so innocent and nice. Like, he was like, you say, "Yeah, a turn, dude," and he's like that, "Oh, turn," right? And like, that's fine, because to them, they're just like, "Oh yeah, oh, right, now I understand you were trying to say the word turn, right, now I understand, great, fine." But actually, from my perspective, it's the most patronising shit ever. Because he's just going that, "Oh, you mean turn." That's how you say it, Chris. Say it with me, turn. Tom. Turn. Tom. Turn. Tom. No, but, yeah, I mean, I do, you know, I live up to other stereotypes as well. Like, I do like to drink. I genuinely do love the feeling of alcohol. It's just the best thing ever. And like, when I first got here to Germany, people were like, Chris, I think you drink a little too much. And I was like, you know what, man? Maybe you don't drink enough. You ever thought of that, Mr. fucking German? Huh? And like, the thing is, man, you know, like, unfortunately, Germans don't really know how to get drunk, you know? They drink a lot, but Germans don't really know how to get drunk, right? This is a German getting drunk. I feel drunk now. I think I get kebab and go home. You ever seen a Scottish guy drunk? For a drunken Scottish guy, a wall is a man's best friend. I love you all. You're always there for me when I need you. You're at the corner of every street and I love you so much. It's so true, man, but you know, I don't blame at all the Germans for not being able to get drunk, man. I blame their advertisements, you know, or commercials, as Americans say. And yeah, like, I'll give you an example. I don't know if you've seen this particular beer advert, right? It's Sean's getting all stressed because I'm killing. He's going to have to go and talk to this. He's like, fuck, I should have went first. Not more teasing. And he just doesn't like the show. Or they're going to have bum sex, one of the two. So this beer advert, right, that they have on German TV, it's a Jever advert, right? I don't know if you've seen it, and it's essentially like this, like a fucking middle-aged guy, like chiseled, right? He's got like a full beard, full hair, big duffel coat, and he's roaming the coast of the North Sea. Right? And like there's grey clouds and there's wind in his face and the water's crashing up in the cliffs below, and he just turns to the camera and goes, "Genau, mein Wetter." Right? And then he continues on this journey of fucking lonesomeness, right? To his little hut, and he opens his hut and the fucking window brings in light and it's like, "Genau, mein Tag." And then he goes into his little fridge and he pulls out some Jever and he's like, "Genau, mein Bier." And it's like, what the fuck? What kind of message is that sending to German people to get drunk? I don't get it, man. If you feel the need to get drunk, like, be alone in a small hut on the edge of a cliff. Like, seriously, man, like, if you done that, if that was an advert in Scotland, like, the fatality rate would be enormous. It would just be a bunch of fucking Scottish guys walking out like, or more likely drinking their beers to go down. No, you know, and like they always say the funniest thing at the end of it, I find it funny, at the end of every beer commercial in Germany they always go, "Oh, alcohol fries." That doesn't exist in Scotland. Alcohol-free beer. It's just mental. I told my friend this, you know, when I was back home. I was like, "Hey man, do you know they've got alcohol-free beer in Scotland?" And he's like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah man, they've got alcohol-free beer in not Scotland, in Germany." And so I was like, "Yeah, they've got alcohol-free beer in Germany." He's like, "What? What? You mean they drink beer but don't get drunk?" And I was like, "Well, yeah." And he's like, "Man, that's really pointless. That's like drinking beer and not getting drunk. That's like going into a brothel and asking for a prostitute without a vagina." It's just pointless, man. But then again, this is the same friend who, when I said how the Germans drink tea, like he was like, I said to him, "Oh yeah, do you know how some Germans drink tea?" And he's like, "That how?" I was like, "They put like ginger in hot water." and they think that's tea. He's like, get away, you're shitting. I was like, yeah, they've got like peppermint and hot water, that's tea. And he was like, no, are you joking? I was like, no man, I can never live in Germany, man. I've got a hard enough time with tea bags that have got strings on them. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? What the fuck is wrong with tea bags that have got strings on them? And he's like, man, I'm a man of simple pleasures. I like my tea bags like I like my woman. No strings attached. His words, not mine. His words, not mine, man. See, we don't really have adverts like that in Scotland, man. The type of adverts we have, right? The type of I don't know if you have them here, but the type of adverts we have is it's like when you've got an advert comes on, right, and they try and get you to give them money to save an endangered species of animal, right? Like, you know, the advert comes on, it's got the number at the bottom. It's like it's like Save the Children but for animals type thing, right? And like, I'll give you an example of what it is. It's ridiculous. It comes on and goes, there are a mere 35 snow leopards left in the wild. With your £3, you can save one of these majestic creatures. A couple of things wrong here. The number 35 for a start. What is so special about the number 35 that that's when we start to give a shit about an endangered species of animal? And let me tell you this, man. Who's in charge of the depleting number of snow leopards? Here, Bill, come here. There's only 100 snow leopards left, did you know that? Nah, don't worry about it, man. Give me a call when there's 35 of them. What are we going to do when there's 35 of them? I don't know, man. We'll get someone to give us £3. It'll be all good, don't worry about it. And then, like, you know, like, because like the whole advert opens up, right, with like a scene of a big sad snow leopard, like coming out of his cave, like snow and shit, no food, and no friends. And then it cuts to another graphic image, right, of like Afghan poachers ripping the head off its bare shoulders, and you're thinking, that's enough for me to give £3, man. Take my £3. But no, they actually try and sell you shit as well, right? So the advert of the tone of the advert completely changes, right? So it's like, there are a mere 35 snow leopards left in the wild. With your £3, you will receive information 3 times a year. You will receive a birthday card from your particular sponsor, Snow Leopard. And we will send you a cuddly toy made out of real snow leopard fur. And then they always say this thing at the end of it, you know, they always say this thing at the end, like this kind of philosophical thing. They're always like, imagine if the shoe was on the other foot. Which, if any of you don't know what that means, it's like a metaphor for role reversal, right? And I just want to take you on a little journey. Let's just imagine if the roles were reversed, right? Snow leopards up there in the Afghan mountains, watching snow leopard TV, an advert comes on. There are a mere 35 human beings left in the world. With your half-eaten, undevoured carcass. You can save one of these self-destructive creatures. Listen, man, see when there's 35 of us left in the world, a half-eaten antelope carcass is about as useful to us as £3 is to a fucking snow leopard. Yeah, I don't know what these organisations are thinking. Yeah, let's just give them £3, man, it's fine. What the snow leopard's going to do? Alright, lads, it's the 3rd Friday of the month. Let's head to the job centre and pick up our benefits. I don't understand what they're going to do, man. Go to like the local bakehouse, buy a big bag of African-style chips and go rent Titanic for the night. Forget it, man. Fuck it. Look, I'm all for saving them, man, but there's only 35 of them. Throw them a party. Fuck it. So, on a completely unrelated topic, and I'm quite unsure if I want to talk about this, to be honest, but for the past 2 weeks, I've been freaking the fuck out, right? I had a little problem. I had a little foreign entity in my area. Yeah, woo! I had some weird shit down there, and she's like, woo, yeah, get it out! No, I had like a foreign entity there, and well, I say foreign entity, I don't mean like a kind of Polish immigrant worker hanging on there for dear life or anything, you know. But no, you know, I stayed pretty calm about the whole situation. I was pretty calm, you know. Like I say calm. I had my genitalia pressed up against the computer screen, going, "Is that it? Is that it? Please let that be it. Please let that in. Don't let it be a disease." Turned out that it was like an ingrown hair, right? I've never been so thankful in all my life for an ingrown hair to be there, man. I was like, "Thank you, God, for not giving me gonorrhea. This is great." But I don't understand. I don't have no idea why I could possibly have an ingrown hair. I am like a hairless being, right? I have like hair on my head and nowhere else on my body, right? Like basically all the hair that should be like evenly distributed throughout my body has collected in my anus. I have no idea why, man. Put it this way, if I was to do a naked handstand, I'd look like a 600-year-old bonsai tree. That's the way it goes. So I went to the apotheker, right? I went to the apotheker and I walked in, and there was like a man behind the counter, and I was like, "Great, right, this is good, right." I was like, "Right, hi, listen, I have a small wound. I would like some cream and a bandage, right?" And he was like, "Okay, how big is the wound?" I was like, "Well, you know, it's really small, man. It's like, I don't know, like fuck knows, man, like a fifth of the size of like a 1 cent coin or some shit." It's like, "Okay, fair enough. Where is the problem?" I was like, people in the queue behind me, you know. I was like, "Come on, man." I tried to express my angst and anxiety for the past 4 days through my retina. I was like, and he was like, "Wie bitte?" So I tried to basically, like, reenact the act of sex and the terror of finding something weird using only my retina. So I was like, And he was like, "Ah, your penis!" I was like, "For fuck, Jesus! Yeah, my penis. Thanks very much, man. Thank you. Cheers." And this is, I'm not like making this shit up, this actually fucking happened. And he's like that, the whole apotheker knew, right? And he actually turned around and said to me, "Do you need a big bandage or a small one?" Imagine my humility when I was like, "Just give me the small one." I like to think I'm well endowed, man, but I don't need a sling for my dick. So, the problem never really went away, right? It never got worse, but it sure as hell never got better. So I went to the doctors, and I went into the doctors, and I was kind of like a little bit freaking out, as you would when you've got something weird there, right? And the doctor's like fucking brilliant, man, you know. Doctors are just amazing, man, because they're just so soft-spoken and confident and confidential. You can tell them your whole life story, man. They're just like, "Yes, Mr. Davis, come in. Have a small seat. What seems to be the problem?" I was like, "Doctor, I'm freaking out, man. I've got like an ingrown hair, and like it's not going away. I need some help." Like, "That's okay, no problem. Just take down your trousers. We'll have a little look at it, okay?" I was like, "Oh, thank you so much, man." So I took down my trousers. Okay, now, whoa! Jesus, what the fuck is that, man? Jesus, Jim comes walking in, and I'm like, "Oh, jeez, what the fuck, man? Did you have sex with a baboon? Fucking hell, man, you dirty bastard! Jesus Christ!" Fuck's sake, man. I was like, "No, I never had sex with a baboon, man. Jesus Christ, give me a break, man. Just fucking..." So the doctor was like, "Right, okay, don't worry. We can do something about this, right? It's fine, man. We'll just do a couple of tests while you're here." So he pulls out from his drawer a massive cotton bud. I don't know if you know what a cotton bud is. I don't know what a cotton bud is in German. It's the thing you clean your ears with. A Q-tip, maybe. In America, it's not. It's something like Vidden shit. I don't know what it is. Anyway. So he pulls out a cotton bud, right? That long. Yeah. You all know where it's going. I sure as hell know where it's going. And let me tell you something, man, when that happens to you, there's only one thing that you do. You turn into the world's greatest opera singer. Boop. Oh! And then it's such a good impression, right, that there's people in the waiting room going, encore, encore, bravo, bravo. And you're like, if you even think about going for an encore, man, I will slap you over the face with my dick. I think the doctor could have a lot of fun with that, you know, man. You have like 5 guys with these dicks and he's just walking up the line going, Figaro, 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 Figaro. I mean, I told my friend about it a couple of days later. I told my friend about it. I thought, did you hear something slap on the floor? Was that completely my imagination?
No.
So, I was telling my friend about this a couple of days later. And I was like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, modern medicine is brilliant, it cures anything. I was like, yeah, modern medicine, like, as opposed to what? Black magic? Like, it's not as if I'm going to go into the doctors and be like, thank you very much for your anecdotes and recipes, thank you very much, but you can hold that. I'm going to go down to the medieval doctor 3 doors down. Walk into the medieval doctor. Doctor, I've got something on my penis. He's like that. Yeah, no problem. This might sting a little. Shit! There you go. Oh, thanks. Oh, you've been a very brave boy, Chris. Would you like a lollipop? Nah, it's okay. Thanks. Kind of brings a whole new meaning to the expression licking your own wounds, you know? There I am walking down the street, you know, with my dick in my hand going, why oh why did I let that baboon persuade me to buy another pina colada? So, yeah. Are you all enjoying yourself? Just before I go, I'll say one last thing. I was at the supermarket the other day, and I bought what was essentially the most depressing thing anyone can ever buy. S.I.N chili con carne. One portion of chili con carne. Just enough chili con carne for you and your wee sad bastard life. So I went up to the checkout, right? And I put this on the belt, and there was a very attractive looking woman working behind the thing, right? Working behind the castle. So I done what every Scot does when he fancies someone. I just popped out my chest and so I put the chili con carne down. She looked at my chili con carne. She looked at me. She looked at my chili con carne. She looked at me, and I could see in her eyes. She was like, loser. Now, boys and girls, I am a loser, right? But I didn't want her knowing this. So I went back the next day and I bought 2 individual tins of chili con carne, right? Make her think I had a girlfriend or something, right? And I put this up at the conveyor belt and she looked at my chili con carne, she looked at me, and I could see in her eyes, man, she was like, greedy bastard. You must be a very sad individual if you get depressed twice in a day. So I went back the next day and I bought 6 individual tins of chili con carne. Make her think I was having a party. So this is also unfortunately so true. So I went up to the conveyor belt, put it up, and she looked at my chili con carne, she looked at me, and I was like, yeah, she want to get on the hotel and party, man. And I thought she was going to turn around and say something like, oh yeah, cool man, maybe I can bring some friends, bring some vodka, you know, we can have some fun. But she said like the most perfect, typical German thing ever, man. She just looked at my chili con carne, looked at me and went, why didn't you just buy 2 really big tins of chili con carne? So, the thing is, man, the supermarket is such a fucking weird place in Germany, man, right? Because for some reason, when you go and buy your shit, right, it seems to be like a race, right? Like, they scan stuff so quickly, like, you go up to them and they're like that, Guten Tag, and you go, yeah, Guten Tag. And you know that Guten Tag does not mean, hey, welcome to Edeka, we require your custom. That's a Guten Tag that says, gladiators ready! Contenders ready! Beep, 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 beep. you know there's a perfect tower block of food right there, and you haven't even got your wallet out of your back pocket? Yeah. It's ridiculous, man. Haven't even unzipped my rucksack to put the shit in. $25.50. So, I kind of got a theory, you know. I think that everyone that works in a supermarket was brought up in the east of Germany. Because the east was run by Russians, and the Russians invented Tetris. Think about it. She's like that. $25.50, please, fuck you. Now does she know that us Scots are also amazing at board games, man, right? So see when she's got that perfect tower block of food right there, you know what I do? I take out the eggs at the bottom, let the tower of food fall on top of her, and I go, Jenga! Fuck you! So, you guys have been awesome, man, but I just want to say one last thing before I go. How am I doing on time, Sally?
You're great. Perfect.
I had the fortune lately of sleeping with a German woman. Yeah, it was nice, But for some reason, I don't know, she kept on wanting to, how can I say this, wanting to stick her finger up my bumhole. Now, as a man of heterosexual persuasion, I found this a little... alright. I mean, the first 10 seconds you've got a finger in your bumhole, you're like, I've got a finger in my bumhole. Then those 10 seconds pass and you're like, wait a minute. I've got a finger in my bumhole. And there's nothing you can really do, man, in that moment, you know, because it's not like there's a disclaimer before sex. So you can just basically try and, like, wangle free. Trying to get out of there. And the thing is, you know, I eventually broke free of the satanic fucking thing that was going on. And she had a little bit of poop underneath her fingernail. Yeah, man, that's what her reaction was as well. She's like, you're a dirty bastard. I was like, you're calling me a dirty bastard? You're the one that had your finger up my bumhole. What did you expect to find when you pulled it in, man? To be painted perfect gold with little sprinkly stars on it? Fucking hell. To be honest, sweetheart, you're lucky I never sneezed and you lost that finger forever. And anyway, give me a fucking break. I had to eat 6 individual tins of chili con carne. You've been absolutely wonderful. I've been looking forward to this all week, man. It went 1,000 times better than what I hoped for. So rock on, man. I'll give you back to Paul Salamone.